All right, so let's solve this system. So remember step 1 said we're going to take a set of the equations and eliminate one of the variables. We're going to have to do this twice. All right, so why would you pick the first and the second one?
Because the z's already canceled.
Okay, one reason is you can see the z is going to cancel automatically. Another reason is we have to have 2. Why not, right? I mean, you've only got 3 different ways you can combine these. So, all right, so let's take the x plus 4y minus z equals 20. And 3x plus 2y plus z equals 8. And then we got to pick a variable to eliminate. X, y, or z? Z, you had already said because z will automatically eliminate as it's written, right? But we could have picked any of them. And then remember, we just have to multiply the equations by numbers to help eliminate it then. And we'll do that in a little bit. All right, so if you want to eliminate z, it's already set up. It'll cancel out, so let's do that. So let's use our addition method here. What's x plus 3x?
4.
What's 4y plus 2y?
6y.
What's negative z plus z?
0.
It canceled, so don't put it. So equals, and then we have 20, and that's a positive 8, so it's 20 plus 8.
28.
All right, now, I need to hold on to this answer and put it in a little cloud there because I'm going to use it in a little bit. Okay, I don't want to totally lose it in all my other writing. All right, so I got one of the equations in 2 variables, but it said I needed to find a second one. So I'm going to pick 2 more of the equations that are up there and combine them. Which 2 do you want to combine now?
The bottom 2.
The bottom 2? It doesn't matter. Could I have done the first and the third?
No.
You could have. All right, so if I'm going to do the bottom 2, let's see, my equations are 3x plus 2y plus z equals 8. And I have 2x minus 3y plus 2z equals negative 16.
Is this still on the first step?
Yes, ma'am. Still on the first step. All right, now because we eliminated z in the first group, we need to eliminate z in the second group here too. So I'm going to have to multiply my equations here by some number to help me eliminate.
Your first
Off
equation
by
by
2.
-2.
All right, so remember the easiest way is since we're getting rid of the z, you're going to multiply the first equation by the digit in front of the variable in the second equation. So I'm going to multiply it by 2.
Negative.
And vice versa. The second equation, I'm going to multiply by the digit that's in front of the z in the first equation, which is a 1. But then you always have to check your signs. You need them to be opposites. Are they the opposite or are they the same? Same. So I'm going to have to make one of those numbers outside negative to make one of them be an opposite sign. So do you want to make the 2 or the 1 negative? Does it matter?
No.
Not really. All right, so once we do that, let's take this negative 2 and let's distribute it. So negative 2 times 3x. I'm just going to write it here beside it. Negative 2 times 2y. Negative 2 times z. Negative 2 times z.
Oh, my bad. Negative 2.
Negative 2z, good, equals negative 2 times 8.
Negative 16.
Positive.
Negative. All right, and then we're going to distribute that 1. So remember, multiplying by 1 doesn't change anything, right? So we get what's 2x minus 3y plus 2z equals negative 16. And then let's combine them. So what is negative 6x? And that's a positive 2x, so plus 2x.
It's a negative 4x.
It's negative 4y minus 3y.
Negative 3y.
Negative what?
7y.
Thank you. And what's negative 2z plus 2z?
0.
So then you got your equals. What's negative 16 minus 16?
Negative 32.
And there's my second equation. All right, so step 2 says we take the 2 equations that we found in step 1 and we combine them. We can use substitution or elimination, and we're going to solve for one of the variables, either x or y in this one since we don't have a z. So do you want to use substitution or the elimination addition?
Elimination.
All right. And do you want to eliminate X or Y?
X.
X, because it's set up nicely for us, right? If it wasn't, we would do just like what we did in the second part of step 1 there to help eliminate one of them. All right, so we go ahead and combine this. So it's 4X minus 4X. Canceled. What is 6Y minus 7Y?
Negative 1y.
Okay, equals, what's 28 minus 32?
-4.
And then how do we solve for Y?
Y equals 4.
And we get Y equals 4. So yay, that's one of my answers.
Why did we skip the part where we multiplied by something?
Step 3. Step 3 says we're going to take the answer we just found and plug it back into one of the two equations up there that we used. So do you want to use the top one or the bottom one?
Top.
All right, so 4X plus 6Y equals 28. And we think Y is equal to what number?
4.
So we're going to plug that in. And we're going to solve for X.
X equals 1.
So we got to multiply. So 4X, what's 6 times 4?
24.
Equals 28. Then what do we do?
Subtract over the 24.
Wait, you lost me.
So we get 4X equals,
X equals 1.
no, I said 4X equals,
4.
4.
and then divide by the 4 in front of the X. And we get X equals
1.
1. So there's my second one. All right, so what does step 4 tell us to do?
Plug those two variables into one of the original ones.
Good,
Define z.
good. So we're going to take the X and the Y, we're going to plug it into one of these original
Is
equations
the second one?
to solve for the third variable.
Wow, that's a smart move.
Now, does it matter which equation we use?
Yes.
No, as long as it's one of those three, so which one you want to use?
The second.
The second one? Why would we choose the second one?
Because the z is already positive and it's a 1.
Yeah, but if you didn't see that, it's no big deal. You would still get the same thing, you just one extra step. All right, so we're going to plug in, what did we say X was?
X is 1.
1.
And then we're going to plug in Y, which is,
4.
and leave Z as Z, because that's what we're solving for. Multiply, 3 times 1.
3.
2 times 4,
8.
positive 8. Plus Z equals 8. 3 plus 8.
11.
Plus Z equals 8. Now what?
Minus the 11 over.
Minus the 11. And we get
Negative 3.
Z equals negative 3.
Boom.
All right, so what do we think our solution is? What did we say X was?
73.
Come on, be serious.
1.
1, what is Y?
4.
And Z?
Negative 3.
Now, what's my last step? What is step 5?
Takes so long to do all this.
Check it.
Yep, that's the same thing.
All right, so step 5, we have to check. So I'm going to take the first equation, X plus 4Y minus Z, and we want to know, is that equal to 20? So plug in your X, Y, and Z. And so you get 1, positive 16. What's minus the negative 3? Plus 3. And what's 1 plus 16?
17.
Plus 3.
20.
That's just coincidental.
So it works. It's good for the first one. Try the second one. So 3x plus 2y plus z. And we want to know if that's equal to 8.
Do we have to really try the second one though? If we
Even though we used the second one to solve it, we could have still made a mistake, yes. So plug in your x, your y, excuse me, and your z. What's 3 times 1?
3,
2 times 4.
8,
And what's plus a negative 3?
minus a 3.
Wow.
All right, and what is 3 plus 8?
Oh, we have to put in for X. One of them.
11.
Minus 3.
8.
8.
So that works. And then to finish this up, I'm going to come over here on the left-hand side of my paper. So I don't have to erase anything right now. So I'm just going to come over here and do that third equation.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Plug in your X, your Y, and your Z. And simplify it. What's 2 times 1?
2,
Negative 3 times 4.
negative 12,
And 2 times negative 3. 2 minus 12.
10, negative 10,
Negative 10 minus 6.
negative 16.
And that's what we wanted. So it worked in all three equations, which means that ordered triple there, 1, 4, negative 3 is our solution.
And we always have to check all three, right?
Yes, always check all three.